Alright, today we're going to be creating a fixture using the technical drawing that is provided to you. Which looks something like this. So if we take a look at the technical drawing here, you can see our top view, our right view, and our front view. Down here in the instructions, you're going to see that we are going to be doing it in decimal inches. Our part orientation means that we're going to start with the base or our front view on the front sketch plane. We are going to start with our front view in drawing. So let's go over to Onshape here. We'll start off by naming it, so it's going to be your full name. Dash fixture dash engineering, and then whatever class you're in. So as an example, 8A. Oops, if I actually not do that, 8A. Okay. And then we can hit create. So in our instructions there, it told us to choose our front view. So I like to click over on the cube, get it into my front view. I'm going to go ahead and start a sketch. Move my sketch box out of the way. And I'm going to start with a rectangle that is going to be dimensioned to our 4 inches tall by 5 inches wide. So we have 5 inches wide. And 4 inches tall. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some construction lines in here. I'm just going to create one here. And then I'll create one here. And you'll see what those are used for. So to make them construction lines, I'm going to select on them, come up here to the construction line tool I should say, and choose on my lines. Then I'm going to hit escape to get out of it so that I'm not in any tools. With my dimensioning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose my construction line and the bottom line here, and I'm going to make that 0.75. Because if I reference back to my drawing, you can see here it's 0.75. And I'm going to do the same thing with the line over here. Using my dimension, I click on the construction line, the side, and I want that to be 0.75. Alright, so now I can go ahead and put my angle in here, and I can use my trim tool to trim out the excess. Okay. At this point, I can go ahead and I can click Finish My Sketch, and I can extrude Actually, I'm going to go back in here and trim out these lines right here. And I can change these lines back to regular lines. then I can finish the sketch. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose my extrusion area. If we reference our drawing, our width of our part is 5 inches. So I go back here and we're going to change this to 5 and enter, and we can finish that up. So you can see here our part is extruded to the right distance. But you'll notice we're missing our angle piece there. So if I come over to sketch here, you'll notice right here the show is unchecked. So if I hit show, now that comes back. I can go back into my extrusion. I'm going to create a second extrusion, and I believe if you look at the reference, this right here is going to be 0.75 as our thickness. It doesn't tell us, so we can assume that it's 0.75 there, and I can finish that. So now our fixture, for the most part, is done. We just have a couple more things to do. So we're going to create a new sketch. So sketch number 2. And this is where the hole is going to go into place. So if I come back to my drawing here, I'm just going to go to my top view because now I am working on the top view. And we're going to put a 1-inch hole that is 2 inches from the side and from the bottom. So we'll go back to here. We can put this into top view. And we're going to just create a circle over here, kind of in the general area. I know my dimension is not correct, but I can grab my center point and my bottom. I know it is 1 inch. I'm going to enter there. And I can grab my side. Oops, wrong one. My bottom here. And I can put my 1 inch here. Oops, no, that's 2 inches. See? Not paying attention. And I can put my 2 here. And my 1 inch diameter here. Okay. So now my hole is placed. I can come up here and I'm going to wait for that one. So now I can go ahead and finish the sketch. I'm just going to grab the extrusion here. I'm going to extrude, but this time I'm going to change it to remove. And it will remove that area from there. So that creates my hole inside of my fixture. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to fillet. And I'm going to choose this edge right here. If yours is not 0.5, you can change this to 0.5 for the radius. Because if we reference our drawing here, our radius is 0.5. And we can hit the check mark. There is our fixture.